Hello and welcome to Verkus Gaming. This is Robert. So like the other two videos, I'm going to comment on these games. This is games 11 through 15 on my first season. Alright, so right here I use a flying kick. Right there I use a kick to get over him. I just want to emphasize how lovely the foot is in this game. When I first started playing, I was very ungrateful for the kick. I thought it was completely useless, but you can, once you get used to how the foot works, every now and then it will do random things, like it'll fling around behind you, but for the most part it's very reliable. Once you get the timing down, it's really fun. Sometimes you can beam the ball. In the case where I was showing you, you can just lob it over him. It'll take some getting used to, but once you start like timing the foot right, you can get teeny little lobs. You can get line drives, I guess you could call it. Once you know what you're doing, it can become a very good tool. Alright, so I want to take this opportunity to talk about map design and hitting the ball off the map correctly. As you can see, he scored on me with a great hit. A lot of times I do that to them. Very rarely do they ever get one on me. I was not ready at all for that. Certain maps, this one I'm relatively good on. Certain maps will really screw me over. There's one where there's a triangle dots. I'm really bad at that one. But the map design, you have to be very conscious of where the ball can hit off and what angles it'll pop off. In that case, this ball was just wrecking me. And you just have to work around the map. Sometimes you can use it to your advantage, like right there. I did my best to get it not to touch anything so it would go straight in. Sometimes I'll kick it really hard into the slant and try and get it to bounce where I want it to go. It gets to a point where like the map will either work against you or it'll work with you, and you can't really do anything about it. Like whenever you try and defend and you kick a ball really hard out of the way, or you head it and it just goes flying, you can't really control where it goes after that. I mean, obviously it's out of your hands or out of your feet or head in this case, but knowing how the ball will react to surfaces will help you a lot in this game. You got to know the maps, and you have to watch out for what the opponents will do, and you got to know what you can do to work with the map to beat them. And I just want to point out one thing that I realized I haven't said yet. So if you're playing this game in the browser, you can click the refresh button and it will restart your page, and if you do that, you can keep playing one game over and over and over again. That's what I did to actually get decent at this game. I don't do it anymore because it ruins the fun, but when I was bad, I used that technique to practice on the maps that I was bad at. Or if one person would... Oh, that's one of the moments where my foot just went stupid. I don't even know what happened there. Anyways, so sometimes you just have to redo a game over and over and over and over again until you understand how or what you can do to beat them. Okay, so I just want to talk about the general opponents in this game. So I don't know exactly how it works, so I need to look into it a little further. But I know that certain people, and I don't know if they're always like this, as in Arsenal will always have higher jump than me, but certain people have better upgrades. If you watch Arsenal, he will always jump higher than me in that last game. Liverpool looks like he's going faster than me. in the rush, in the forward direction. He doesn't back up faster than I do, but it looks like he runs faster. And every now and then, like, I don't think all the people do it, but you'll notice Liverpool just sitting there, and like right here, he just sits there and then waits for me to do something. That's really nice when he sits right where he is now. Like, the farther he gets up the field and when he just sits there and does nothing, it is really nice, because when they're there, it's really easy to lob the ball over them. Quite a few times I completely failed to do that here, but for the most part it's easier. This is the map I was talking about that I really don't like. Just the way it works really bothers me. But first, right here I have something to show you. I jump up, and he jumps up right here, and he's going to push against my face and fling over me. You see how he did that? So he gets a little higher than I do, and it completely screws me over. But when he does that, when he grinds up against your face, it will let him get higher. So one of the ways you can stop him from doing that is move back when they're going up against your face, and then it won't give them that extra little boost. But anyways, back to the topic of the map. Anytime it serves to the right, like you see right there, well, for the most part, when it serves to the right, I mess up, because then the ball's moving away from me when I actually go and hit it. At first it's moving towards me and I expect it to keep that way, and then it moves away from me and completely screws me over. And it's at that point where I needed to become more reserved until I started figuring out how this map worked more so. This was actually the first time playing on this map in a real long time, so I was a little rusty. As you can see, it's 3 to 4, and I started being a little more slow. As you see right there, I didn't really rush, I stayed back. But to get good at this map, I would constantly refresh the page every time I lost. I practiced on this map. I practiced against Swansea because he's a complete dick. I made sure that I knew what I was doing. I played more reserved until I became comfortable, and I put some time into it, which is kind of stupid because it's just a flash game. But I did. I wanted to win. I wanted to beat my friend to it, and we were racing to see who could get to the first undefeated season, and I beat him to it. Whew, yeah. And so yeah, anyways, well, this is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you guys later.